Hi, Jack Bergstrom here. Welcome to Mastering the Art of Business by Referral. This is also day 12 of the 90-day video challenge that I am going through as part of the process of launching my first book. It's exciting. It's fun. Thanks for being here. It's a very different experience for me doing these videos. I've been on stage in front of countless people, thousands of different times, events, many different speeches that I've given, but this is the first time I've set out to learn how to be effective on video, how to get some of the same experience that would be like being on video to those that saw me on stage. And it's just beginning to come together in a tiny way. Maybe I'm up to 5% as effective on these videos as I might be on stage. But still, that's 5% more than I was 12 days ago when I started. So, effective networking. So meeting new people, whether face-to-face or online, and then having permission to build a relationship. Now that doesn't mean effective networking is you meet someone that instantly hire you for something. That is pretty unlikely. Indeed, it would be rare that it ever occurs, and you should never even expect it to happen. What you should have is the permission to learn more. So when I was going networking constantly, knowing nothing but that networking was important and I should do it somehow, I would collect business cards. I would get the nerve up to ask them for a business card, and then I would go home. And I didn't know what to do after that. I'd certainly passed up my business cards, and I had certainly forced upon them in some cases knowledge of what I did. But they had my business card, I had theirs, and maybe someday business would come along. You know, it really didn't. I collected business cards. I would wrap them into decent-sized stacks or bands and put them in a shoebox, and then keep on networking. Multiple events per week. Collecting as many cards as I could, because that was my standard of success. Did I collect some cards? And it really wasn't all that successful. It wasn't successful at all, really. It was a pitiful waste of time and knowledge because I didn't know any better. But I'm going to just share with you a couple of the pieces that make all the difference in that process today. And I'll cover it in complete detail in my book. But first off, remembering that you assume the person that you've met is not a prospect for you in any way, shape, or form, but that someone in their sphere of influence, the 250 people or so that know them well, like them, and trust them, would be. And that what you really want is permission to establish a relationship with this person and learn more about them. You want permission to learn more. So here's the question that makes all the difference. And I practice this in many ways, and here's what I'd say today. So we're talking, and I'd say, person, prospect, person I've just met. Whenever possible, I love to do business by referral. I love to send business to people I know, like, and trust, and I like to get my business that way whenever possible. Would it be okay if I gave you a call tomorrow, in a few days, next week, and we arranged a time to have a cup of coffee, and I could learn who would be a great prospect to send to you? I would love to know enough about you and your business that if I ran across the right prospect for you, I could introduce the two of you. Would it be okay if I gave you a call? That question transformed my life. That question, combined with the fact that I assumed that they were not appropriate for me, took all the stress away. And they were ready for my phone call. I didn't have to guess. I didn't have to be worried about it. I didn't have to do anything except call them up, say, we met last week at whatever it was. And at the time, I said that I'd love to have coffee with you and learn more about who would be a great prospect for you. There's my timer. I'm getting better about the timer, but it's still probably pretty loud in the microphone. But that question transformed my life, and it'll transform yours. Anyway, this is day 12, 90-day video challenge. Working on a number of things, working on lighting, working on how to do custom thumbnails. A lot of pieces I have to learn here, a little chunk at a time. But the biggest piece of success is I show up and I have some fun, and every day I try and be a little bit better than I was the time before. So thank you for your time today. It's great sharing with you.